back. CGC unboxing time. So, just an update from my last unboxing video while I cut this up. I noticed a bunch, it was all on Silver Age books too, which was kind of disappointing. About 20 of the books had what looked like scuffs framing the books themselves, right? They're not scuffs, you know, I think it's glue or, you know, some kind of sealing agent that, you know, just doesn't come out great sometimes. Well, it could look a lot better, you know what I mean? And I did finally get a hold of CGC, and I said to them, hey, yeah, are you gonna fix this? What's the deal? And they told me that it was within their standards. Their standards. Well, I give that a 2.5. And I think that if the same scuffs were on a comic book, I'm going to guess that they wouldn't say it was within the standards of excellence. Anyway, these books here should be all modern books. It's been a long process on these since I sent them. Boring story, so I won't bore you with it. But let's see what we got here. Alright, Punisher number 1. So, just as an FYI, I'm expecting all of these to be 9.8 candidates. We've seen that before, right? Alright, so what do we got? So obviously this is a pretty good book. It was, you know, hot for a little while, but everything's cold right now. So let's see what we got. Alright, 9.6. I mean, problem with the 9.6 is you can't complain, but obviously it's just not quite good enough, right? Let's take a look. You guys can take a look-see too. I'll give you a little better look than I normally do. I'll try to learn from my past mistakes. But, well, nothing glaring, except something on the case, of course. So, who's to say, right? Alright. 0 for 1. 0 for 1. Let's break that streak right away. Alright, let's see what we got next. Let's try to make sure that I don't give you any sneak peeks, because I always laugh at people that do that when I'm watching their YouTube, so I don't want you laughing at me. Alright, so this one here is... Alright, so Morbius number 1. So again, this should be a, you know, 9.8 candidate. See what we got. 0 for 2. 0 for 2. Sharp looking book. It's actually a nicer cover than I gave credit for. Good looking cover. So, you know, I'll take a look at it later, but, you know, the difference between a 9.6 and a 9.8 is one man's opinion. Yeah. This book looks really good. Really good. But, I think technically 9.6 is really good. Just in this situation, not great, right? It's, you know, 9.8, let's say it's worth 150 bucks for the sake of conversation. Probably showed you that one. Oops. You know, 9.6 is worth probably a third of that. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, another Punisher number 1. So let's break the streak right away, right? Did I get a beat in there? So again, let's talk about pressers. When you give books to a presser, they look at them first, and you tell them that the reason you're sending them in is because you're looking for 9.8s. They should know what an 8.5 looks like. I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah, because that kind of makes this book, I don't know, worthless. So it makes the, you know, cost of the cleaning, pressing, and shipping and grading worthless, right? A total waste. So I mean, good business practice is, you know, you know what's going on, right? There was communication, so should have known. Anyway, that's my rant. All right, so this again, this isn't a book that most of these books aren't ones that I'm going to keep in my private collection, no matter what they come back at. I will for the time being, but like I don't have any specific attachment to them. This one for a while was a book that had a pretty good value. You know, God knows what it's worth now, but obviously, again, needs to be a 9.8. I don't know what to say except for the fact that, like, there's a big difference between a 9.0 and a 9.8. You know what I mean? And like somebody that presses books all day, every day, and I'm like, you know what? Now I'm really kind of pissed off. So, if you can see down in the bottom left center, I mean, there's 3 dings there, and they're dense. Like, there's no way that you can tell me that that book was pressed. That's disappointing. You know what I mean? I mean, like, those are just regular old-fashioned dents. You know what I mean? Something that probably come out with a book, never mind a press, you know? A couple heavy books. Anyway. So far 0 for 4. Not a good start. Alright. My man, the Silver Surfer. So, 34, this will stay in the personal collection, but of course, the reason I sent this is because, you know, this is when our bud Thanos comes back and starts wreaking havoc on the universe. Alright, we know what we're looking for, kids. I gotta tell you. Now I gotta look at this book. Alright, I won't bore you guys for too long, but, I mean, again, like, I see, if the technical term is pressable defects. I mean, I see 1, 2, 3, I see a bunch of dings on this book that could absolutely have been pressed out. I gotta tell you. Horror show. Waste of time, money. Horror show. Okay, I probably showed you that one. Sorry, guys. Alright, Daredevil 187. This is a pretty good book. Let's see if I got whacked again. Probably a tough cover because it's white, but we'll see, right? Alright, so in all fairness, I wouldn't have expected per se a 9.8 on this. This wouldn't have been bought new like these other books, you know what I mean? So, probably would have expected better than a 9.2. Honesty, but so far, this has been a failure. Alright, so this one here, Amazing Spider-Man 375, okay, we all know this book, and this would be, again, another book that, you know, a 9.4, 9.6 is probably worthless, and a 9.8 would be a good deal. Alright, 9.6 is probably pretty good, not great. Let's give you guys a little look-see, and get my untrained eye to see if the sun can reflect on here just right. Well, I'm not going to overlook at a 9.6 because we all know what 9.6s are. They're 9.8s that somebody was mad at, you know what I mean? Here, let's see what we got. Alright, so 365, another good book, you know, I mean, if you like Spider-Man 2099, and lots of folks do, so let's see. Wow. Again, this is a tough one, so, you know, I mean, it's all black, this is a tough 9.8, so if I didn't see all these other ones, I probably would have been happy with this, but I'm a little irked, if you know what I mean. A little irked. Alright, let's see what we got here. See if I can get even more angry, right? Why not? Alright, so, Silver Surfer 45. So, I sent this one away because I love the cover. Freaking great cover. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're a Silver Surfer fan, other than Galactus, what's better than Mephisto and Thanos? That's right, nothing. Wow. Again, you know, 9.6 is a good grade. It just, you know, the fact that I haven't hit a single 9.8 yet is a bit disenchanting, if you will, right? You know? And if there's like a dent on here, if you follow me, that could have been pressed out, which, okay, so I don't know, so there's a couple that are like really like on the spine, so I don't know if you can press those out. Again, I'm not sophisticated enough in that field to know. I just know that they would be pressable if they were somewhere else. The fact that they're right on the spine, I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? But who the hell knows? So far, I could have left this box upstairs unopened forever. All right, Silver Surfer 44. You guys know the drill. This is a little bit more Thanos action. Of course, this is the first. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the first cover of the Infinity Gauntlet, and yeah, this is what's made movie magic, right? All right. Okay. 9-4. All right, so again, I see at least one big ding right there. See if any of you with your trained eyes, that's a pressable defect. I mean, that's just, again, I don't know that it brings it to a 9-8, but like, you know, I didn't pay to have them pressed, so that way the dings would still be there. Right? Am I wrong there? Am I being unreasonable? I think not. I think not. So far, it's been a complete waste of money. How's that sound, right? I mean, you know, you throw some 9.0s on eBay for about 40 bucks. You know what I mean? 20 bucks, and nobody buys them still. All right, Night Stalker number 1. Okay, so this is more of the Midnight Sun stuff. Another 9.6. So again, can't complain about that unless there's a ding that should have been pressed out. So a little tougher to see just because of the color. All right, nothing obvious on that one, so who the hell knows? Oh, look at the cases though, just out of curiosity. A little disappointing. Alright, so this one here is a Spawn number 9 that was supposedly going to be hot, right, Angela? Supposedly. That went woo, 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 woo. Well. Alright, if that book ever becomes good again, that'll be good. So, that's 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1 for 12. If I'm doing my math right. Maybe 1 for 12. Somebody will be happy with that book someday. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what we got left in here. I think we got 2, but I'm not sure. 1, yep, okay. It appears to be 2. So, let's take a look. 2 more 9.8s wouldn't make it a great, but it, maybe to pay for it. Alright, Spawn number 9 again. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Alright, listen. 3 for 3 to end it, so that way I can, be less pissed. I don't know, right? Less pissed. Alrighty, so what we got here? Well, it's another Spawn number 9. So, yeah, CGC's not going to get a 3 in a row, right? Alright, so let's see. It was a little loose, of course. Go figure. Alright, let's get in the sunlight. Let's get in the sunlight. So, Nothing glaring to me, but that doesn't mean anything, you know. Alright, so this is a good view right here, so let's see. Yeah, I don't see why this one didn't make the cut, but maybe a 9.6 is worth some money too, who knows. Alright, so let's take a look here. Yes, empty. Alright, so the lesson here is make sure you know what you're doing. Apparently I don't, because this is a terrible submission. It really is. So I've got, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 7 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 9.6s, 2 9.8s, a 9.0, a 9.2, an 8.5, another 9.2, and a 9.4. I mean, if I were Homer Simpson, I wouldn't give it 9 thumbs up. I'd give that 9 thumbs down. I have to be objectively honest here that that was not my goal. I was anticipating considerably better. But, you know, what are you going to do? All right, well, I hope that you were equally as pissed off. And if not, I can sell you these comics for much more than they're worth. Much more. And then you can join me in being pissed off too. All right, see you at the next one. And sorry I was a Debbie Downer here, but Nick Negative just couldn't help it. All right, thanks.